What's up, guys, and welcome back. I'm back here at Gettle Hyundai of Lakewood, Florida with yet another 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe. Now this time I have the SEL trim level, which is the middle of the line. It could be a sweet spot trim for some of the people that are looking for some of the standard equipment without breaking the bank. So as always, today I'm going to take you on a tour of this vehicle. We're going to start with the design, engine, technology, and the test drive. And if you like watching videos like this, don't forget to check out the rest of my channel, hit the subscribe button, give me a like, and don't forget to turn on that bell notification ring bell so you won't miss any of the content that's coming out. And now let's get back to this. The Hyundai Santa Fe is brand new for 2024 model year. I've already done two trims, the base SE and the higher trim level limited. And a lot of you asked me to do the SEL, which is kind of the middle of the line. It could be a sweet spot for a lot of people looking to get some of the standard equipment at no additional cost without spending a ton of extra money. So this might be the trim level for you. Well, first of all, as far as the design, they're all the same, right? So you still have this flat hood, big Hyundai logo right here, and so very unique lights for this model Santa Fe. So first of all, these daytime running lights slash turn signal create this letter H light signature over here. They're also connected by this blade light that's inside in the middle of this grille. And then you have the active shutters right here that open and close as the engine need more cooling. You also have the air curtains on the side. And here's another letter H. It might be hard to see because this is a black vehicle. So this is piano black, or the color of the vehicle. And then it's inside of this matte black. So you can see this is letter H as well. So Hyundai wants to make sure that you know what vehicle you're driving. They're also all powered by the same engine. Let's see what it is. And there's a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine producing 277 horsepower, about 311 foot-pounds of torque. Made it to an 8-speed dual wet clutch automatic transmission. And this particular one is a front-wheel drive. You can also get it in an all-wheel drive version. Now the hood is propped up by the hood struts right here, and it's got some sound insulation underneath. There's really no differences on the side here, so we're going to make it quick as far as the design elements on this particular one. It's nice and square, the hood is flat, and you have the 18-inch wheels. The same wheels as we've seen on the SE trim level. They're dual colors, and then 235/60 on the 18-inch rim. Everything around them is matte black cladding that continues throughout the entire vehicle. Now the top of the mirrors are the same color as the rest of the vehicle, and they include the turn signal indicator as well as the blind spot assist inside of the mirror right there. The vehicle is equipped with a smart entry system. All you have to do to unlock it or lock it, as long as the key is somewhere on you, is get your hand close to it or inside of the door handle. It's going to lock it or unlock it. This particular one also has this piano black roof rails right on top, and you can connect the crossbars to it. Now some people ask me, hey, why there's no handle in here? Well, I believe this is for calligraphy model only, so there's no handle to get you an easier access to the top. Now here's the controversial part, which a lot of people were commenting on it. And again, some people like it, some people hate it. I'm not here to judge anybody, but it does have this very unique looking back end. The lights are mounted down here at the bottom. Let me blink them for you. Here you go. Again, the H-shaped letter as far as the bottom of the lights, then the reflector lights lower to that, and then again some question came up as far as the reverse lights at the bottom right next to that exhaust. Now Santa Fe spelled out, of course, big Hyundai logo. You have the third brake light, and the wiper is underneath here. Now even on the base SE trim level, you'll get the power liftgate, and of course you get it with the SEL as well. And that can be operated several different ways. One way is to hold the button on the side of this brand new key fob. And the key fob, of course, include the lock, unlock, hold to start the vehicle, which is a standard equipment as well, and the panic button. Now we have the third row seat folded down. Let's see, as far as the room, let's see what we have. And there's tons of room. So Hyundai definitely maximize the cargo space right here in the back, especially with the third row seat folded down. While we have this folded down, I want to point out a few things. So you have your own vents for the third row passengers here. They're not on top, but they're right here on the side. You have your own cup holders. And on the right-hand side, see, this is one of the features that you won't get on the base SE trim level. This is the fan. Right here, you can turn it on or off, and you also have your own vents. Now, I don't see any connectivity on it. Now, in the limited trim, I believe we have the USB type seat ports, and of course, the seats can be folded up, and then they can be folded down as well. So, you see, you can drop the seats, both of them, creating a lot more room as far as the total cargo. Let me fold this one down. It's probably the seat is actually leaning against the driver's seat, but you get an idea. This is what you have as far as the cargo room, and they're easy. Actually, they're not very heavy. They're easy to pull up. And then down here, you have the cargo cover, which again, this is one of the features you didn't have on the SE trim. And then the wheel, actually the spare tire, is located underneath the vehicle. And let's take a look at this rear door panel, because it's a really important big plus in Hyundai's direction. This is all soft. This is soft. This is soft. This is soft. Yeah, we have some inlays over here. They're hard plastic, not a big deal. You have this polished aluminum looking trim with this cool design right here in the middle. So they're definitely breaking it up. You also have a little bit of storage at the bottom of the door, and then you have the speaker right here. Now, once you get inside, right here on the door sill, you have this trim that looks like those front lights, and then that theme continues and the back of the seats as well right here. So see, that looks like this the doors right here. Now, if you're looking for the letter H, it's also right here in those vents. By the way, the vents are here on the side. That's why you won't find them in the middle console. So I know some people were asking for it. You also have some connectivity over here. So those are the USB type C's on the side of the seats, and this is a pretty cool feature. You can open this from the front, you can open it from the back, and then you can also slide this drawer open for maximum cargo. Now, these are the seats for the 2024 Santa Fe SEL. That's what comes standard. Those are your H-Tax seats, of course. They look like leather, they feel like leather. They're actually very nice and comfortable. And here I have them folded down. Like this one is reclined all the way, so you can see how much more comfortable can you be from the regular standard seating position. You can open this up as well, and then you have your own cup holders right here in the middle, and this would be the second row seats. And here, to get to the third row seat, all you have to do is push the button that's going to allow you to enter the third row. Now, I've sat in those seats. I gotta tell you, as a 6-foot tall adult, I have just enough room to fit in behind this middle row seat, but I wouldn't be really comfortable sitting in it for the longer drives. But I will show you how much room I have in this second row seat. So plenty of knee room right here. Now, this seat is pushed back all the way back, so I like to drive comfortably. I could probably easily push it forward about an inch or two and still be comfortable. But I have a couple inches in front of my knees. I have about 4 inches, right, this much above my head, and plenty of shoulder room. Feels very comfortable. I can also recline the seat if I need a more comfortable driving position. And before getting inside, let's do a sound check of the closing door. Boom, not bad at all. Now, the front door panel, just like the rear one, except you have the window mirror lock controls. No memory seat settings on the SEL trim. I believe you had them on the Limited. And you have the polished aluminum trim. You also have a lot more storage down here at the bottom. Now, you also have the power adjustment on the driver's seat. And there's several ways to adjust your seats. Nicely profiled. Again, you have this H-Tax material. And on the left-hand side of the steering wheel, you have the same thing as on the SEL. You have your electronic parking brake dimmer. You're going to open the rear gate, and then you can turn off your traction control. Tilt and telescoping steering wheel, and some storage underneath this floating console. That's all standard. And let's take a look on the inside. Here we are on the interior of this 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe SEL. One thing I forgot to mention, that the passenger seat is not power adjustments. It's only on the driver's side. So you have 2 glove boxes, one on top and one at the bottom. And if you watched my Limited series, the top one also had the disinfecting feature with the UVC lights. the lower trim levels don't have it. It's only unlimited and calligraphy. You have this shelf that's pretty deep underneath here, so you can put in your phone. And again, letter H, letter H, letter H for all those vents down here. Now this is nicely trimmed, and you have the soft touch materials right on top. You also see the speakers. You have more speakers on the SEL than you do on the base SE trim level. You still don't have the Bose stereo. That's for limited and I believe calligraphy. Now you have the steering wheel nicely leather wrapped, very good to the touch. You have the 4 dots right here, that's H and Morse code. And you have the attention assist, which we didn't have on the SE trim level, and all the buttons are virtually the same. So you have the cruise control, the dynamic cruise control, lane keep assist. You have the adjustments, what's going on inside of there. We're going to take a look at it. Mode and start, they're both customizable buttons. You have the voice control, and then you have the pedal shifters right in the back as well. Now overall, very good looking vehicle. Let's see what's going on in the instrument cluster. So right in the middle you have the lane keep assist, you have the tire pressure, and then the current trip, and that can be, you know, several different aspects of it. So since last refuel, auto stop, okay, and then there's trip A, trip B, etc. And let's go back to the main screen. On the right hand side, tachometer, left hand side speedometer. You also have the fuel gauge and the temperature gauge, and now you see that 75 degrees outside, 18 miles on this vehicle, and you have the speed limit sign over here, so it reads the speed limit over here. And of course the 12.3 inch as far as the instrument cluster, the media is off right now. It is pretty good sounding one. I still like the Bose stereo on the limited version, and you have the Sirius XM, AM, and FM as far as your sources. Go back to the home screen. You can connect your phone. Of course, we're not going to add this right now. But you have the phone projections, and yes, you can connect it both wired and wirelessly, and you have both Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Valet mode, vehicle diagnostics. Let's go back here. Okay, vehicle checking in progress. Now this one has that split screen, as you can see, the 2/3 and 1/3, and then you can select what's going on. And here right now we have the clock and the compass, unable to receive data, so it's a brand new vehicle, so there's probably nothing here. Maintenance, notification, online manual, and the setup. And one more thing to mention too, on the limited trim level you had the ambient lighting. You don't have it on this one, you don't have it on the SE. Buttons can be customized, and those are custom buttons on the steering wheel, on the audio mode buttons, and the up and down buttons here. Cluster can be switched over to the drive mode, and like I showed you that before on the SE trim, here's the drive mode. So you have the sport, my drive, and normal. It looks like normal and my drive are exactly the same, and the sport gives you just a little bit more of that red background. So that's your cluster right here. And go back, and Blue Link, general settings, device connection, vehicle sound. You know, you can customize your sound. You can customize it so it actually gets louder as the engine revs up, so you can hear it at the same volume. And then you can do the position of the noise, tone guidance, radio noise, etc. Tons of feature, really a lot of customization, but the same, you have actually the same system as you do on the SE. Now with the limited trim level, you get the standard navigation system, and you have the 360 camera, which you won't get in the lower trims. What you will get with this one that wasn't standard on the SE trim is the dual zone automatic climate control. As you can see, here's your controls for that. You also have the heated seats, which you didn't get as standard on the SE. And on the S and the limited trim level, you also had the option of the ventilated seats, or actually they were standard. So bunch of hard buttons. These are your shortcuts here, and here's your hazard lights. Drive modes, that's where you change them. Auto start stop button, hill descent assist. Here's your parking camera, which is a good time to show this to you. Active trajectory lines, very good quality camera. And of course we don't have the 360 in here, but we have 3 different angles for that camera: the wide angle, narrow angle, and the top down, in case you were to tow anything with it. So basically that's your camera settings. Scrolling down here, you see your power station over here. So you have the USB Type-C. You can connect it for data and charging. You also have the charging only, and then you have those 2 pads. Now on the SE, they were just pads. On the Limited, one of them, actually I think one of them was the charging, but on the Calligraphy you have both of them charging. Now I checked it out, it does have wireless charging. It was showing me this right here on my other phone. For some reason it doesn't like it. Yep, it doesn't charge on here, but on my other phone it did. So other than that, you have the cup holders, and then this console opens up 2 ways, right? So we showed you the from the front, and you can also close it here and open this from the back here. That's basically for your rear passengers. Pretty clever feature if you ask me. Right on top you have the frameless mirror, and then on the very top you have the light controls, as well as you have your Blue Link system, the SOS, and then no sunroof is present on this vehicle. And we have the visors. Okay, they still have the film on it. I can turn on the illumination separately over here. So this is what's standard on that SEL trim level. I think it does give you a lot of feature for not a huge price difference. The price difference about $2,500 between the SE and the SEL. Let me know which one you would choose, but let's take it for a spin, see if there's any differences in drive. All right, so let's talk about the different trim levels that are available for 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe. Finally, Hyundai has it on their website. So the SE starting at $33,950, SEL $36,450, $2,500 difference. XRT, which is the more off-roady one, now that one comes standard with the all-wheel drive system, $40,600, and then the Limited $43,350, and the Calligraphy at about $47,000, just over that. They're not even have it on the website as of yet. And I was at Chicago Auto Show last week. I asked the Hyundai rep that was there. I was asking them if they know what the release date of the Calligraphy is, and they said, well, it's soon. That's about as close as they could get. The hybrids are coming as well. Those are going to be a little bit different price point. I think it's about $1,500 or $1,800 for the hybrid. So $2,500 between the SE and the SEL, and also the Limited is $43,000. So 36 and 43, that's for $7,000 difference between the two. Now, I think this could be the sweet spot, because it is about $2,500 more than the base trim level, but it will give you like those H-Tex seatings. It will give you the power driver's seat. It will give you the dual zone climate control, wireless charging. So it'll give you quite a few more features, that fan in the back. And, you know, I think that this would be the trim for a lot of people that don't want to spend a ton of money, but want to have the features of more of a luxurious SUV. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Limited had more features. It had the different screen right here in the front. It had this fingerprint reader. It had the blind spot view monitor, which would display it in the cockpit right here. It had the bigger wheels. So it definitely have more features, but is it worth $7,000? Well, I'm not sure. You let me know in the comment section. I'm going to take it for a quick spin. I think they're going to drive the same, but let's check it out. So as I mentioned in my previous videos, that it's very nice and quiet as you start off, and it's very nicely insulated as far as the cabin. You sit up higher. I mean, the seat has several different adjustments, so you can definitely make yourself comfortable in here. The air conditioning is actually pretty nice. It blows nice and cold, and it's already about 80 degrees at 10 o'clock here in Florida. I'm gonna see how it rides around this roundabout here. Let's check out the acceleration here. Some wheel spin over here. All right. Well, it's not bad, similar as on the other ones. We're in the sport mode, but it's a brand new vehicle. I don't want to really abuse it. And sitting up here, visibility is good. Looking backwards, visibility is good. No problems here. Decent size mirrors, you have the blind spot assist system in there, and you have a bit of a road noise coming in from these tires. Not terrible. I guess, well, I'm not going to take it on the extended test drive for two reasons. A, we're almost out of gas, and B, I've already done the SE and the limited trim levels. This one drives just like the SE. No differences here. It's the same tire, it's the same engine, it's the same body. So there's not going to be differences. So if you want to watch that video, I'm going to link it at the back of this one as well as in the description of this video. Now, to sum it all up, I think this is the sweet spot. Like, it's got tons of features for not too much money. Let me know what you think about it. Also, if you like watching videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give me a like and turn on that bell notification ring bell so you won't miss any of the content that's coming out. And I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.